Oh, so boom! There's a technical issue. Phone locked itself. But yeah, we're back. We're back. I told you we're back for the third time today. Yeah, keep it going, keep it rolling, guys. Today's action, obviously, again, Haaland has done it again. The big beast from the Forging East. What a striker. Ugh, ugh. Listen, I've had 3 days about taking my medication, and already, so I've taken action. I will be taking medication today. I thought I was healed. Listen, I thought I was healed. It's back. So I'm gonna take my nasal spray or my nasal washer, wash out all the gunk, and then hit me with the steroids. But anyway, here to talk about football this weekend. Oh, this weekend's action. I think I will start off with Manchester United. I thought they were second in the league, having a battle with Arsenal. That's what they thought. But no, no, behold, that never happened. They ended should have been Man United's goal should never have stood, to be fair. Again, that's 2 weeks in a row. I think I've seen it. What was it? Was it a VAR decision? I think it was a foul. Luke Shaw fouled someone and he got away with blue murder. There was that. And then this week again, what's that, baby girl? No, there is no black hairband. Oh, yes, there is. There you go. You're welcome. So yeah, so Man United got away with it again. It was nearly embarrassing for Sean Dyche, who said during the week that why is this working? By the way, he said during the week that if he had this Man United squad, he would have won more games than Ruben Amorim. I thought that was cheeky. I thought it was rude. I thought it was disrespectful, and I loved it. I love it. I love that talk. I want to hear more of that talk from managers, that big talk. Like that. I like that. But he nearly had egg on his face because you can't talk like that. But it's like it was almost tempting fate, and it was almost sod's law that that happened. In the end, and Man United fans were celebrating that. S- Um, sound back? Is the sound back, guys? Is there sound? Chelsea, Liverpool, City. Uh, and we got Spurs next, but we're still up there. No, I don't rate it because you're Man United, bro. It's expected. This is expected of the biggest team in England with the biggest resources. Do you know what I mean? I expect these things to be happening. the fact that you want praise for it is it's a bit embarrassing, just a little bit. Because I get you're human at the end of the day, and you haven't really thought this through. But you're Man United, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I expect these results. The money that's been spent in the last 10 years, 12 years, I expect these results. But you know, um, you're right. It has been hard, but it's United. So I don't know what to say about that. Uh, I want to talk about Newcastle. Eddie Howe gets away with blue murder. He does. Eddie Howe, he gets away with absolute murder. See, Eddie Howe, I think he was doing worse than Ten Hag at one point, got away with it. Doing worse than Ruben Amorim, and he's getting away with it. And when I mean getting away with it, BP, great manager, top bloke, top manager, top bloke. That's all they're saying is he does the right things, does it in the right way. He's basic. The resources that he's had in comparison to any other club, it's just like run of the mill stuff. I know they can't spend like how Man City and Chelsea did. However, they have to be more creative. And the manager should be getting more out of his players. If I'm honest, I think Jose would be doing a much better job at Newcastle. I'm surprised they didn't get him in, but I just don't think Eddie Howe's the guy. If they really want to make strides, it's not Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe's not the one to take them forward for me, personally speaking. What's this? I thought it would be worse this season. But how could you think it would be worse this season? No way you thought at the start of the season it was going to be worse, bro. No way. You did not think Man United like Man United fans are cocky. And when you put in Cunha and Bremo, so these are seasoned Premier League players. And now they're playing with better players, more quality. There's no way you was thinking, yeah, Man United not going to be in the top six. Because Ken Dog was saying top four from before a ball was kicked. And I scoffed at him. But you know what? Looking at the landscape, top four is not a shot. It's not a long shot for United. They're out of the Carling Cup. That's one less headache. They've got FA Cup only and League to prepare for. And that's it. So it's actually doable. Fifth is doable. For them to finish top five, that is doable. It's achievable. Because the way teams have fallen off, can Tottenham sustain what they've been doing without having players fit? Like they're struggling. Chelsea are yo-yo. Um, City are there. In Liverpool had a shaky start. No one knows what's going on with Liverpool. So it's there for the taking. United, I can see them finishing sixth, and from 15th to the big boy stuff. And I think they could, if they finish sixth this season and keep their bollocks and not sack Amarin and not sack him if they need to be patient and watch it unfold. And he will get them into the top four if they allow that to happen. But if not, start again. Eddie Howe has been playing counter-attacking football for Eddie Howe's a joke, bruv. Like guys, it's like I'm getting kicked out. Apparently it's fine. Yeah, Eddie Howe, he's been pants, bro. He's been pants for a long time, but he's getting away with absolute murder. The English press just eat him up. But anyway, as then I mentioned Spurs. Spurs are struggling, lagging, got a lot of injuries, and they need to sort that out ASAP. Um, Simons, I said he was no good at the start. Well, I mean, no good. He's a decent baller, but he ain't gonna be he ain't gonna be your Morgan Gibbs White. If you got Morgan Gibbs White, it would have been trouble. But you didn't get Morgan Gibbs White. Maganagi's came through like a true trooper and shut that one right down. But yeah, that's that. I might as well just get to where I want to get to, really. That's the Arsenal again. I've got to talk about Arsenal one more time. Fantastic, well drilled. Um, this is 7 seasons in the making. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we can't be surprised at the level of consistency. Um, and there's only one way for Arsenal. It has to be up. It has to be the title this season. No if buts or maybes. He has to get the monkey off his back. This team have to get the monkey off their back. And well, what better way to do it by winning the Premier League? Fantastic, and it needs to happen. It needs to happen. That's all I can say. Um, Love Glockeres, by the way. That no one again. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but that ball, I've seen it again. That ball that he sent to Trossard was out of this world. If Ronaldinho does it, we're going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful ball. It was a beautiful find. He pinged it, and it was pitch perfect. That's what Simone's should be doing for Spurs, but he's not. Instead, we got a guy that apparently has the touch of a rhino. They call him the White Lukaku. Come on, man. He's got 4 goals in the league now. I know Haaland's got 13, and it's like nothing to scoff about. But you know what I'm saying? I just think he just offers something different. And you see, as soon as he came off the pitch, Arsenal stopped putting pressure. The attack looked blunt. And yeah, so all these people that talk about Kai Havertz and this, that, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. As soon as you guys get injuries or the corners stop giving you leads in games, it's straight trouble. Well, there is some truth and validity in what you're saying in terms of the corners stopping. So if, for argument's sake, Gabby gets injured, Rice gets injured, Saka gets injured, uh, where do we score? How do we score from set piece? Well, I mean, I say all this to say Mikel Merino will score, or Havertz will score, or Calafiori will score, or Big Willie would score, if anything, to supplement it. But you're right. Those 3 players are key components to the whole system, not just the set piece, but the way we set pace, the way we create, and the way we defend. So I can agree. There is some. I was trying to find the angle where I could get at you, but that was a fantastic question, really. Well, or a fantastic statement, I should say. Don't worry, Kate. I'm nearly done. Did you make me a tea? You've drunk both teas, yeah. Which one's mine? Okay. Spurs crying out for Maddens. What's their best midfield? Pellegrini, Sarr, and Maddens. Yeah, that's their best midfield. Yeah, easy, easily said. Yeah, yeah. There's no if buts or maybe. There's no qualms about that. It's not great. I know Pellegrini is a good player. Sarr's a good player. Maddens is a good player, but it's not great. That's it. It's just basic. Won't win you a title. And Madders is he's just too injury prone. That's why they really needed Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan Gibbs White would have been fantastic for Spurs, but they missed out on that boat. Maganagi's had too much pull. But we all know about Maganagis. We know about Maganagis. Who else is there? West Ham, Espirito de Santos. Well, well, well. He's pulled it out. He's got the win. He will make West Ham good. I see there's a question here about Rice. I'm still worried if Rice goes down, we don't have backup. No, is not the backup number 6. You have to remember Zubimendi is the number 6. And the backup for Rice, more than likely, would be Mikel Merino. And yeah, it's not the same as Rice. Me personally, I would give um Skelly a chance at that role, if I'm honest, because I feel he drives with the ball. Should Spurs have gone for Grealish? Yes, they should have gone for Grealish. Grealish would have been fantastic. Why he's at West Ham is beyond me. It's beneath him. I know they're big club history-wise, heritage-wise, but in terms of current mood, current day, they're lagging behind. But for them to get Grealish is a massive coup. For him to go there was crazy. I guess it's close to Manchester than it is than London. You know what I'm saying? So I get why he may have stayed that part of the wall is with Thrones, but he is a gem, and he would have lit London up. London is not good for him, but he would have lit it up. He would have lit up Spurs. He would have been a messiah. They would have eaten out of his backside. They would have drank champagne out of my man's backside if he was at Spurs right now. That's what they'll be doing because Spurs love a maverick. He is a maverick. He is. He's from the clobber of Gascoigne. He's got a touch of the Ginola in him. They would have adored him. They would have adored him, and he would have adored them. But London life would have got to him. 3 games of doing a madness. He'd be down that egg all night and day. Going faces. He'd have done it all. They'd have brought Eros back for him. So maybe him not going to Spurs for himself, for his life was better. It's always been City to win against. What's this? It's always been City to win the league. Wise man once said, "Football is still it is a true motherfucking honor, Mister Greens." But I'm of the opinion, not even opinion, I'm at a place where it's a wrap. It's a wrap. The team is too strong. Look, we've got Odegaard out, we've got Havertz out, we've got Jesus out. So our first two first team strikers before this season are both out. I'm sure I'm missing out on one other person. Madueke's out. That's a lot of attack out. So we've got all these players missing. Yeah, we're mashing so much work at top of the league, doing justice in the Champions League. Like I don't know what to say. This is like I said earlier. This is 7 seasons in the making. This is not overnight. This is not one season. This is not 2 seasons. This is 7 seasons. 4 of them, maybe 5 of them, suffering because those losing the league is still suffering. The first season it wasn't so much of a suffer, but I suffered a lot. It's the other two that hurt. Well, I'm lying. They all three hurt because the first one was so disappointing that we were so close, performed so well, and we choked. And I get it, inexperienced, cool. But the last one was inexcusable. And the one after where we challenged the first year when he went and bought Kai Havertz, I think bringing Kai Havertz in was a mistake. And it proved costly that year because we didn't improve the team. The team went sideways. Best individual season for Arsenal at the Emirates era. Well, it's only RVP, Lexi Baby, and yeah, I'll give it Ozil. We all know about RVP. He was just beautiful. No, you can't forget Fabregas. Fabregas Emirates era was brilliant, bro. He ratted us, but he was different gravy. He dictated games. He was only 16, 17, 18. Do you know what I mean? Dictating games. Absolute fireballs, bro. Like, I've never seen. It was a Dennis Bergkamp in midfield, and I was just like, "This is amazing." I can't. I used to say, we're so lucky to have this player. I'm so fortunate. I couldn't believe we got a player like Fabregas, but then he ended up leaving. He ended up shipping off. What was amazing was when we had Fabregas and Nasri in the same team. Fabregas and someone said Ramsey. Ramsey's a good shout, but Ramsey didn't do it long enough. Rambo, I saw some clips. I saw like 15, 20, 15 goals. I think it was a Rambo. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. My favorite goal still to this day from Ramsey is that left-footed volley against Galatasaray. Unbelievable against Galatasaray in Champions League. Left foot, Campbell with the cross. It's another set piece. What's this? I had someone fighting me the other day saying Drogba's best was better than RVP's. They both only had 3 good seasons, but RVP was because of injury. He was technically excellent. There's no competition between RVP and Drogba. RVP pisses all over Drogba. RVP was as you just said, technically he was a technician, bro. He was. I used to say if he stayed fit long enough and stayed at Arsenal, he could have been better than Henry. He could have been. He was that good. He was that bloody good, man. He could create goals from nothing in front of God, and he was never destined. Wenger never. I'm not sure, but I know that Wenger thought he was going to be a Dennis Bergkamp at one point. And that's what the initial thinking was. And then after Wenger said his finishing is ridiculous. Watch this. Watch Wenger's vision to have Adebayor and Van Persie. That would have been ridiculous. That team would have been a monstrous team, but we never got to see it flourish because it got broken up too early. But Adebayor, Robin Van Persie, Nasri, Fabric, Jesus Christ. Fabregas was clever at the club still. I'm not even sure, but Diaby was there. Like that would have been different gravy, that team. Prime RVP versus Prime Owen. I'm going Prime RVP as the all-round package. But Owen was deadly. But Owen needed a Dennis Bergkamp around him. He needed a big man around him. A Heskey. RVP could play up front on his own. And he did. RVP in his team, right? Would be RVP in this team would be a madness. Yeah, it would be. It would be. Or Lexi Baby. Lexi Baby or Ozil. Lexi Baby, Ozil. Lexi Baby. Imagine Lexi Baby on the left. Ozil in the number 10. RVP up front in this team. Saka on the right. Um, yeah, beautiful. You're gonna make me dream, bro. Owen or Fowler for me, Robbie Fowler. For me, it's Robbie Fowler. But Michael Owen lit my eyes up to something I'd never seen before, and that was a wonder kid. That goal against Argentina forever will be etched in my brain. I was watching it at my mum's house. I was standing up in between the table and the TV, and yeah, he scored this wicket. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like the amount of space he had, the touch, and then I thought Paul Scholes, I think it was gonna intercheck him and take the ball off him, but he didn't. He skipped out of the way, and bang. Wicked. What a night of football, man. Diego Simeone and Beckham. Great night. Uber and Laka underachieved, underrated. Uh, it's hard to say because we saw them. They underachieved. So I'm not going to say underrated. They underachieved. But anyway, on that note, guys, because the missus is about to watch Traitors, I'm going to have a round of FIFA, I think. Are we back on tomorrow? Tomorrow the podcast is on, so we can hold him after task, but he's being cocky again because Liverpool won. He's now resending articles back in the group, so that Liverpool propaganda that we haven't seen for what 4 weeks is now back. Anyway, what's this before I go? The fact we used to have Rosicky, Hleb, Rambo, Wilshere, Diaby, Nasri, Fab, and RVP all on that. Did you see that, guys? Did you see her walking? She should be in bed. Why aren't you in bed? Ah, you did. You pulled the skin, didn't you? Let me see. Let me see. Come closer.
I didn't. I was going like.
Come closer, Goody. Stop. Leave your finger so I can see it, please.
I was just itching here and then I didn't feel anything. It's itching here.
Over that.